Okay, today I'm going to be trying out for the first time the Kylie Cosmetics Blue Honey Palette. And this is what it looks like here and on the inside. Whoop. And it's my first time using this. I'm super excited. The box is super cute. It's got little honey drips. And I am just super pumped to use this. I do have a little mascara on and a little bit of eyeliner. But all I did was just put a little bit of concealer and I just set it with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So that is what I have in my eyes right now. But let's get into this. I'm super pumped. So without further ado, let's start playing. So first things first, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Sweet Like Honey, I believe. I believe that's Sweet Like Honey. Sorry, the things are on the back, so I'm going to guess that's what that is. And I'm just going to grab some of this. Seems pretty pigmented. The only thing with this one is that it does not have a mirror. So this is my first time trying any Kylie Cosmetics products, so let's just see how this is. Oh, it's a lot more pigmented than I thought. I'm just going to put this into the crease. A little bit closer to the lash line. I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Wow, that color is super, super pretty. Next, I'm just going to take I'm actually going to take this Luxie kind of angled shading brush here, and I'm going to go into the shade Blue Honey. Yes. And I'm going to grab this and put this on the outer V of my eye and blending it up slightly into the crease, but keeping it to the lower part of my crease. A little bit more of that shade here, and I'm putting it on my my other Morphe blending brush. Use that brush to more of patting down the color where I want it to go, and then use this to kind of buff out. Really like this color. It's really pretty. And after that, I'm just going to go back into this Sweet Like Honey shade again, because I don't want to fully lose that that yellow coming through, and I'm just going to make sure everything's nicely blended. After that, I'm going to go into the shade Raw, which is a flat shader brush here, and I'm just going to put this underneath my brow bone. Then when that's done, I'm just taking a really nice flat shader brush here, and before I try to wet it, I'm going to go into this shade called, I believe this is Bumble. I'm going to go into this shade here, and I want to see how it performs dry before I put it in wet, just to see. Seems very creamy, but I'm going to put this only in the inner V of my eye. And in case you're wondering, I'm going to go back over and fix up any weird eyeliner patches that I did, so then I can fix it up and it will look good as new. It's pretty beautifully pigmented. This is without it getting wet at all, so pretty content with how that looks. It's actually a really pretty color. It's almost like we're cutting the crease, but without using concealer, just using the eyeshadow. And then just kind of bring it to its side. I'm just bringing slightly it over in the middle. And when that's done, I'm just going to use that Luxie kind of angled shading brush again. And I'm going to go into this shade right here called Royal Jelly. Then when I grab that shade, I'm just going to put this over the blue that I put on earlier, but mixing it in to that yellow first. Just a pinch. They kind of transform into one another so that those two shades go into one another and blend, so it's not too harsh of a line. Wow, this color is beautiful. I absolutely love this shade. I think that's my favorite shade, is Royal Jelly. Like, it just amped that up so nicely. I will say there's kind of a decent amount of fallout in this palette here. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's not too bad. I don't really care too much about that, but in case you guys do, there is a decent amount of fallout. Now that that's all done, I'm just going to redo my upper eyeliner and all that, but before I do, I'm going to use this brush here. Nothing on it. Whatever's on it is left from that honey shade. Just kind of make sure everything's nice and blended. Then I'm going to go and do the rest of my face, and I will be back. Alright guys, I am back. I quickly did my face makeup. I also did a tutorial with my face makeup, pretty much a chit chat get ready with me, by the way. So let's get into it. I did just fix up my eyeliner and mascara, but now it's time to smoke out the lower lash line. I think I'm going to use a little bit of Blue Honey. And I'm going to grab that and just put this on a little Wet n Wild smudge brush here. And I'm going to take and smudge this along the lower lash line. Really love the way this eyeshadow look came out. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm going to like an eyeshadow look until I get the rest of like my face makeup on. Which I know sounds weird, but I don't know, it's just how I am. Really like the way that looks, like a lot. I'm just going to take a little bit of that honey shade again, and this one was Bumble, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just kind of bring it into the inner corner here. I did get just a pinch of fallout somehow, so I'm just going to blend that weight away. Blends away nicely, actually. Well, guys, I really like this palette. It's super pretty. So this is again what the palette looks like. The Tarteist mascara by Tarte. And honestly, some final thoughts here as I'm doing the lower lashes. I really am liking this palette. I think it's really pretty. It's my first time trying any Kylie products. And I like the way it looks. It's all blended out pretty easily. Pigment was like pretty right on. I didn't wet any of my shadows. That blue honey I had to just work with just a little bit, but it's hard to make those kind of matte blues. But it came out beautiful. I just had to build it up just a pinch. Nothing too dramatic. But all in all, I gotta say, I really like, I don't know, I really like the palette. I think it came out pretty. The look is very, I don't know, unique. I have similar shades to these, but I wouldn't say identical. So, I don't know, I really like the unique palette theme here. I know some people are going to say, oh, it's not unique, and you might compare it to other palettes. However, I do have a few palettes that I think might be similar. I'm probably going to do a comparison video, but I think this is a gorgeous palette. I'll do another tutorial using some other shades, but really love the look I have today. I think it came out stunning. I really like it. So I was just double checking in the little mirror here. If you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to see more videos. Alright, thank you guys so much. Bye.